How's the nasty boy doing? He's good. Oh, okay. I wanted to tell you about something I did this weekend, which was super fun, and it was the first time I have ever done anything like it. Um, but so when we adopted Bunny, or Greyhound, we I think a lot of people who adopt dogs will be
13 months.
familiar with something like this,
Just
but you're
want
kind
to
of in like a
shout out
network.
the healthcare workers, frontline workers, essential people who are getting us through this
Yes,
mess.
yes.
Love
Shout
you and
out.
thank you.
Christy, thank you for the 13 months. Thank you for the shout out. Big time. You're sort of in like a network with the adoption organization, and then a lot of the people who either volunteer with fostering dogs, or just like adoption parents, or even curious. Like there's just a network of people, and so I got an email from Bunny's foster dad that there was going to be sort of a mini Greyhound meetup, but it was going to be centered around this woman who does Greyhound teeth cleaning. And the reason that Greyhounds would have to get their teeth cleaned not at like a traditional vet or get put under like they would at a dental institute for dogs is, I believe it has something to do with their blood, but Greyhounds are at risk when you put them under anesthesia. Like they generally aren't supposed to go under unless they like 1000% have to. So things like teeth cleaning, where you would normally put a dog under, Greyhounds are not supposed to do that. So we were like, yeah, it's anesthesia-free teeth cleaning for Greyhounds, and it was recommended by her Grey Save foster dad. So I was like, let's try this. Like we've never done anything like this. We've never gone to like a Greyhound meetup. We've always wanted to, because anytime Bunny's meeting a Greyhound, anytime in the past we've met Greyhounds in public or from her foster house or whatever, she immediately gets along with them. They just like speak the same language and they just love each other. So we went to one. We went on Sunday to this woman's house, and it was amazing. It was such an incredible experience. We walked in. It's like literally the most Greyhound thing ever. You walk in, like I called because we were out front, right? And I was like, hey, like we have Bunny, her appointment is at 2. And we thought we were just gonna kind of like walk her in. They were gonna clean her teeth and we were gonna get out of there. But she was like, do you want to come into the backyard? There's a few people back here. Everyone's wearing masks, like, but there's dogs back here. Do you want to come see them? And we were like, fuck yeah, we want to come see the Greyhounds. Are you kidding me, bitch? So we mask up, we go back there, and we walk in, and there are Greyhounds everywhere. I'm gonna show you a picture. Ready? Get ready for this picture because it is the cutest fucking thing of all time. But they're just like all, look at them all making the same exact face. Oh, and this one right here, I forget his name, but he is Bunny's foster brother, one of Bunny's foster brothers. So Bunny went to a house initially when she was rescued and spent a week with him. And we got to say hi to her foster dad, who is really awesome. And so there was like 5 or 6 people in this, you know, pretty good sized backyard. We were all, it was very responsible. It felt really good to like, you know, but there were so many Greyhounds, and most of them were fosters that the woman whose house it was looking after, was either fostering or owned, or was just watching for the day or whatever. And then there was a few people like us who were bringing their Greyhounds out. And it was just the best fucking day, dude. But it's so funny because what I was gonna say is like, you're out front of that house and it's dead silent. Like you would have no idea that just a large pack of Greyhounds are in the backyard of that house. They're just, it's like they have silent discos. That's what Greyhounds do. They just vibe out in complete silence. Like any other breed of dog, you would hear them barking or whatever, but it's just like, it's the silent party. That's what Greyhounds do. So this was, so I don't think I can play live photos on here. Maybe I could just show it to you on my phone. Maybe I'll just show it to you on my phone. All right, check this out. This is what she did when she saw me. She's just like, oh, I gotta go see my dad. Excuse me. Just fucking body check that Greyhound. Oh man, dude, but it was so great. Like, I can't even tell you, it was such a positive experience. Like, all the people there, especially the woman, her name was Deb, who organized it. They're just Greyhound people. They're very similar, like, energy to, I think, horse people. Just like really nice, good people who like love Greyhounds so much and just understand them. They're just such a weird, specific breed. But yeah, it was literally the quietest dog gathering of all time, and it was so fun, and it made us want to like go to more Greyhound meetups in the future. But yeah, that was like our first experience going to have like Bunny meet a lot of other Greyhounds. I mean, the most Greyhounds she's ever been with at once was her foster brothers, her 2 foster brothers. Or no, there were like 3 or 4. Yeah. And how was Bunny with the teeth cleaning? She did so well. So basically what they do is the way they explained it to us is they more or less use a water pick and just kind of get the plaque off their teeth with that. I mean, and Bunny's teeth look incredible now. I mean, they weren't bad before, but you could tell like she needed a good little cleaning. And brushes typically are like not supposed, I do brush her teeth, but like you're not supposed to because they have really sensitive gums. Yeah, she did so good. She did so good. But I just wanted to share that because I didn't, tell you about it yet. But we did that on Sunday and it was amazing. It was such a great experience. I'm like so glad we did it. And just, it was actually funny because there was a few, like you can see in the picture, there were a few that looked just like her. So I kept like walking around to the Greyhounds and being like, are you Bunny? Which one's Bunny? And she would get so jealous. But yeah, I mean, you put a Greyhound in a group of Greyhounds and they're immediately comfortable, which just it feels so good, man. An Iggy meetup would just be feral. And also we got to like chat a little bit with her foster dad, and we hadn't seen him in like a year. Longer actually, like a year and a half we haven't seen him. And he told us, he was like, because he still fosters Greyhounds, and he's like, yeah, we had a Greyhound come in who was super shy, and they kept, instead of like going to bed with the other Greyhounds, they kept hiding in what I call the bunny corner. He like named the corner of his living room the bunny corner because that's where she would like hide when she lived there for a week or so. So he named it the bunny corner, and I like wanted to fucking cry. And he was like so happy to see how well she's doing because, like the last time he saw her, it was like a completely different dog. But yeah, overall, just like really happy vibes. Really happy we did that, and yeah, it was good.